to Espresso Coffee Shop. Now today we're reviewing a new coffee grinder from Eureka, but it's no ordinary coffee grinder, as you will see, because this is part of the new line of Eureka Oro, which is a new line of more upmarket coffee grinders. We have seen the Zeus, for example, at Hosts, which will come out very soon, and this is the second coffee grinder and the first one to come out in Eureka Oro. Special thanks, of course, to Eureka for sending us these coffee grinders, as this is one of the first units to be rolled out of production. And so, what makes this coffee grinder so special? Well, it looks like a normal Mignon, but if you, well, you won't notice it probably in the camera, but it's a bit taller than a normal specialità, for example. Apart from that, it looks like a normal specialità. There are few differences. You can see that here there is this rubber in the new hands-free. This avoids for some scratches to be formed in the portafilters, so it's good that Eureka finally put this rubber in it. You will see that there is a new micrometric adjustment knob. This time is a bit bigger, so it's more precise, but apart from that, inside it's the same patented micrometric adjustment that Eureka is so famous for. And then you will notice as well on the outside that there's not anymore the plastic base. It's all one unibody. Now, what you don't see and what you're probably most interested in is what is inside, because this is the Mignon XL. XL is for the size of the burrs, which is now 65 millimeters. So they managed to fit some extremely big burrs for the size in the coffee grinder. Now, you would think that they would have put the same motor that you would find, for example, in the Olympus or the Zenith, but it's not like this. This is a very, very compact coffee grinder. It's just a bit taller than a normal Mignon. So Eureka had to basically re-engineer a motor in order to make it powerful enough to power this 65 millimeter burrs. And by the way, the burrs are diamond inside, still these new burrs patented by Eureka. We will show you as well how it is inside. Apart from that, it's a regular Mignon. As you can see, it has the touchscreen where you can program the 2 doses or the manual. Of course, with 65 millimeter burrs now you have an output of more or less 3 grams per second, which is extremely high compared to the 1.8 that you have in the specialità. You also get this new tamping mat here, which has been improved by Eureka. Now the rubber is ever so slightly more resistant and more upmarket in the feel. It comes as standard with the coffee grinder. And yeah, let's take a look at it inside. Okay, so now we're gonna do one thing. We're gonna turn around the new Mignon, and as you can see, you have this logo which you can take off. As you can see, it's the new, it represents the new line. That's why it's in gold. It's like Eureka Oro, which is Italian for gold. When you take it off, you're gonna have one screw head. Now, if you don't even have to remove it, you just have to a bit unscrew it, not completely. Unscrew it ever so slightly, and you're gonna see that it's gonna pop up the cover on top. And now you remove it, and we will finally have access to it. Of course, every time that you have access, you will always have to turn off the coffee grinder for safety measures. So always remember to take out the power every time that you have access to the burrs. But as you can see, it's very easy to access. And now we're gonna go more into deep. There are gonna be over 2 screw heads here that we already removed for saving time. And you will remove the upper burrs. These are the diamond inside burrs patented by Eureka that we mentioned before. And here it is. These are like 65mm burrs in such a small coffee grinder. Now, one thing I forgot to mention before, which is very important and probably the party piece of this coffee grinder, is the extremely low retention rate. In fact, it's this new system called the ELR system, which means extremely low retention rate. And they have a declared retention rate of 0.2 grams. But we tried 20 times and we found out that the results were even more impressive, with a standard deviation of 0.13 grams for the 20 times that we tried the test. So it's an incredible result, and what we learned from this is that thanks to some small tweaks, Eureka managed to really lower it to a minimum. Now, to use this coffee grinder is basically just the same as a normal Mignon Specialità or Perfetto. You have the same touchscreen with single and double doses. If you double tap on top, it will basically block it so that you will not maybe mess up the ideal time. Now, 6.5 seconds is the time that we have measured, and basically it produces 70.2 grams of coffee, which is basically what you need for a double doses. So as you can see, the times have reduced much more compared to when you use a Specialità. There is the new temping mat that you've seen. It has the brush, and here it has this handle for the portafilter. And then here is, of course, this coffee grinder has the same anti-club system that we're used to with Eureka. So we have like a very fine coffee ground, ever so slightly coarse, and a very coarse one. And as you can see, it really is very good at grinding. There are no clumps, and the particles have a very impressive uniformity between each other. So this coffee grinder is just like the best evolution possible, in our opinion, of the Mignon. Since it has all the perks that the Mignon has, but now it's even more powerful, and the size is basically the same, few centimeters taller. So it's really a good offer, and yes, it's part of this new line that Eureka has launched, the Eureka Oro, and we'll be waiting for many other coffee machines, coffee grinders, sorry, coming from Eureka under this brand. Let's have a try and grind a bit here. As you can see, they have fitted here as well the silent technology, and as you can see, a double dose is 17.8 grams. Of course, there was some residuals from the coffee that we ground before in this small cup, so a couple of 0.2 grams maybe could have altered this result, but very consistent grinding, very silent, as all the models coming from the Mignon lineup. And yeah, that's basically it. So in conclusion, we wanted to show you a standard Mignon, this is a chrono, compared to the new XL. As you can see, only few centimeters, probably roughly 2 centimeters of difference, which is very remarkable considering the size of these burrs. These are 50mm burrs, 55 if you go for the Specialità. These are 65, so 20mm larger. So yeah, in the end, the new Mignon XL manages to bring all the perks of the traditional Mignon in a bigger format, without having to sacrifice space. So it's still gonna fit in the smallest kitchens, but it's gonna get the maximum performance out of your coffee grinder. Thank you for watching this video. If you like, please press like. If you have some comments or some question, write it down in the comment sections, and if you want to follow us on our videos, please subscribe to our channel.